guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. I just wanted to do this video as sort of a preview of a series that you can be expecting this month on a house called Demeter. Now, if you've watched my channel for some time, you've sort of learned this is a house that I have in my collection, and really a house that's been very influential in my life in three different ways. First, when I was strictly wearing designer scents, I was in Sephora one day and saw this house out there. I had read in an article that Clint Eastwood was a fan of one of their fragrances called Dirt from this house. And I picked that one up, and it sort of showed me that fragrance could be more than just a jumble of different notes formed into accords to make you smell good. It could be more conceptual. It could be super simple in that it didn't need to fit what we stereotypically think of as maybe one fragrance note: ocean, neroli, musk, amber, wood. It could be dirt. It could be funeral home, and things like that. So it was an aha moment for me in my fragrance journey. Secondly, I want to say the first thing I thought when I saw a bunch of these was, oh man, I can make my own blend here. And what I did eventually with these scents is take some leather, take some dirt, and I combined that with some bay rum aftershave, and I made my own blend pretty early in the Demeter game. So that was a big moment for me as well in my fragrance journey. And then what I also thought was an aha moment for me was to see this company become as huge as it has become and be in stores across the world, expand their offering to lobster and pizza and tennis balls and mildew, and sign licensing deals with brands like Hershey's and Jelly Belly and Necco, and really grow as a business and blow up. So Demeter has been a very influential company, or just an influential part of my fragrance journey. And I wanted to do a video on Demeter. And because I feel like there's been a perception in our community that they're more of a novelty, and at times I felt that way. There's also been a perception that their scents are really short-lived and not great performers, and I've also been guilty of that, and perhaps even perpetuated that in certain videos. Be honest here. And I do have scents that last for a good amount of time on the skin. They're leather, other ones. So what I really wanted to do is get my hands in some of their stuff and do a single scent safari video. So I reached out to Demeter's PR people and got in touch with Blair Crames, who's their PR person and an amazing person. And I do want to say, if every fragrance house had a PR person like Blair, first of all, I'd be a lot happier as a reviewer. But they'd be a lot better served because she's super nice, super passionate, super knowledgeable, and someone I really enjoyed talking to about fragrances and just New York in general, and stores to shop at and stuff like that. We talked about some different things, and I decided I wanted to do more than a single video. So we're going to do 3 different videos aside from this one in October on Demeter. We're going to do one to sort of look at their esoteric off-the-wall scents, right? Their sort of pizza scents. We're going to look at sushi and pizza and mildew and plantain. We're going to do one video to look at their more wearable scents, and I'll let you guys know how wearable I think they are. So maybe we'll look at oud and amber and patchouli and stuff like that. And then we're going to look at a relatively newer product from them, which is their foolproof blending series. And these are kits that they give you with 3 scents where they encourage customers to make their own blends. So we're going to have, including this one, guys, 4 different Demeter videos in October. Now, if you have any questions you want answered or points you want addressed in these videos, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it in one of the videos that I'll be doing. Just in case you're watching this and thinking, what's Demeter? Well, just so you know, real quick, Demeter is an American fragrance house. It's based in Pennsylvania. It was started in 1996 by two gentlemen, Chris Brocious and Chris Gable. Now, you guys know, you watch my channel, again, Chris Brocious shouldn't be a stranger to you. He later went on to open CB I Hate Perfume. You guys know we did a review of Where We Are, There Is No Here. And if you've watched my sample shopping videos, we've done a couple of his fragrances on that series. We certainly covered At the Beach, etc. And CB I Hate Perfume is a great niche brand that makes water perfumes without alcohol. It's sort of a more expensive, more avant-garde version of Demeter. And Demeter was sold by those two gentlemen in 2002 to a man named Mark Crames, who took over as president and CEO. The name Demeter comes from the name of the Greek goddess of corn grain and harvest. And their intention is to make people smile every day. They want recognizable notes, meaningful to people when you smell their fragrances. Simply said, they're fragrances that evoke memories. Guys, they currently have over 350 fragrances in their catalog. The first three that were launched were Grass, Tomato, and Dirt. I've smelled all three of them. I could say they're all awesome. They'll all evoke memory for you. I think if you've ever smelled like real green tomato sort of on the vine, real grass, or real dirt. And as far as purchasing these, of course, everything's available on their website. And as we talk about different products, I'm going to give you guys pricing, of course, in the video, and we'll link to the website in each video. But they also have a list of retail locations broken down by state on the site. And in New York City, many of the larger Duane Reads, you guys know Duane Reads a retail a pharmacy that did a pretty big makeover a few years back, and a bunch of their larger stores got whole cosmetic sections. And if you go to one of their stores with the cosmetic section, a lot of them are going to have the Demeter fragrances, and they're going to be in a sort of a shelf and all lined up with testers and strips there. And you can literally spend, I don't want to say hours because that might be beasting a little bit too much, but you can go there and spend a lot of time having fun and just going through all the different fragrances, you know, all the different fun fragrances that they have. So guys, these are going to be the next three videos we're going to do. The first one is going to be on the more sort of esoteric novelty scents: pizza, sushi, mildew, some stuff like that. The second one's going to be on the stuff that might be considered more wearable. So we'll talk about oud, we'll talk about sandalwood, we'll talk about patchouli, bonfire maybe. And then we're going to do a video on their foolproof blending series, and in a foolproof blending kit. And in that, they give you 3 of their fragrances that you really can't mess up if you're blending them. And I have so many different ideas for, you know, you could give these as gifts away for your wedding. You know, if you're a groomsman or a bridesmaid, you know, give them personal perfumes. You know, you can buy a little bottle and make them these really nice. So we'll talk about that in the third video. And as I say, guys, any questions about Demeter, anything like that, you know, as I said, ask now. I can definitely go back to Blair at the interim, but we'll have 3 of these videos in the coming week, and it's a relationship I would really like to continue with Demeter. You know, maybe we could do some of their other products in the future, and as they release things, I'd love to feature them on my channel, because I think if you love fragrance like I do and you live fragrance, Demeter's a really important brand. You know, there are companies out there that make these single notes, but they're usually selling these sorts of things. They're not consumer based. They're selling them to perfumers. And to be able to go and to go to a store or to go to a website and have these high quality notes so accessible, and have them be so forward thinking in what they're putting out there. I just think it's a brand you have to know if you love fragrance, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun exploring these different fragrances together over the next couple of weeks. So guys, I'll see you next week with the first video. The first video is going to be on the pizza and sushi and things like that, and you guys will we'll talk about, you know, is this something you should buy? Is this worth your money? Is this just something you want to spray once and throw it out? Or are these fragrances that are worth the price of admission to purchase a bottle. So see you guys next week with these videos, and get ready for the Demeter month on Maximilian Must Know. Guys, you already know what it is.